All right, so last class you learned how to simplify a radical using the birthday cake method. Today we're going to take it up a step by including variables. All right, so let's say we are trying to simplify something like this. All right, so we know the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to find a birthday cake for 27. So 3 goes into 27 9 times, 3 goes into 9 3 times, 3 goes into 3 1 time. But the thing is, we also have x to the third. X to the third is the same thing as x times x times x. Since the index is 2, we're going to make groups of 2. So here's a group of 2, and here's a group of 2. So when we rewrite it with our exponents, we have 3x squared, a 3, and an x. Then we separate. We know that these cancel out and leave us with 3. This is going to cancel out and leave us with x. Our final answer is 3x square root x. All right, let's try one more. This time we're going to do, let's do 42x squared. So we do 42 in our birthday cake. And x squared is x times x. Our index is 2, so I'm looking for groups of 2. There is no group of 2 here, but there is a group of 2 here. So when I rewrite it, I should get 7 times 3 times 2 times x squared. Actually, I'm going to write it like this instead. Sorry. X squared, 2 times 3 times 7. Then we separate our exponents. We know that these are inverses, so we're going to be left with x. Then we have 2 times 3 times 7. So our final answer is x 42. If we have something like this, $49 is our birthday cake. And y to the third is y times y times y. Our index is 2, so we're looking for groups of 2. So I can rewrite this as 7 squared, y squared, and a y. I separate the exponents. These cancel out. These cancel out. So our final answer is 7y root y. Here's our last example. So we start with 54 in our birthday cake. Then we know x to the third is x times x times x, and we know that y to the fifth is y times y times y times y times y. So our index is 2. We're looking for groups of 2. I see a group of 2 here, here, oh, a couple over there. So I'm going to rewrite with my exponents. I've got 3 squared, x squared, y squared, y squared. And then I have 2 times 3 times x times y. So we have 3 squared, x squared, y squared. These cancel, these cancel, these cancel. And when we simplify, we get 3xy square root 6xy. All right, so take a moment, stop here. I want you to try and simplify 32 x to the 7th. And when you're done, I want you to play the video and see if you got it right. So our final answer is 4x to the 3rd square root of 2x. Let's go back here for a moment. So we should know by now that if you have an exponent or an index of 2 and an exponent of 2, we shouldn't have to separate these anymore. We should know that this is going to be 2, this is going to be 2. So we don't need to separate it anymore if we understand that an index of 2 and an exponent of 2 are inverses and will leave you with a whole number.